Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a few weeks since I've made any content, but I'm back here at my desk. I have a lot of videos coming up here soon, so be sure and stay tuned for all those coming up soon. Now, right here, I have a older flagship device, Samsung Galaxy S7. And today's video will be just unboxing and walking through the older Samsung Galaxy S7 from like 4 years ago. And we're going to see if it's still worth buying here in 2020. And now with all the Samsung Z Flips and the foldable phones and the S20s and S20 Ultras and all those phones that cost well over $1,000, I picked this phone right here up for $149.99 at Walmart.com. It's for Total Wireless or Straight Talk, works on the Verizon network, and I decided I'm going to do a little unboxing, a little setup, and see if the Galaxy S7 is still worth buying here in 2020. So let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, so opening the flip up here, you will see all of the specs. Now this here does show Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Now I know it did get up to Android Oreo 8.0, has a 5.1 inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display. See the battery talk time and the standby there. This has 32 gigabytes of storage, but it has an SD card slot, so yeah, that's a good thing. Bluetooth 4.2. It has a 12 megapixel dual pixel camera with a 5 megapixel front facing camera. Expandable storage up to 200 gigabytes, IP68 dust and water resistance, wireless charging, and Samsung Pay, and it has NFC and all that kind of good stuff. Let's go ahead and open the box. Okay, so let's go ahead here, remove this, take the phone out and put it aside for a little bit, and we'll see what they decided to put in this box here for the S7. Of course, Total Wireless terms and conditions, quick reference manual there. Got a nice pair of Samsung wired earbuds here in this nice little case, so nice to see that. You also have your Samsung adaptive fast charging wall brick there. This is a micro USB charging phone, so micro USB charging cable, and you also get your USB connector here. And that's pretty much all that comes into the box. So yeah, micro USB. I know some hate micro USB. I personally don't care, to be honest. If it's I prefer Type C. But yeah, micro USB, it also charges the phone. So let's go ahead, put all this away, and we'll look at the Galaxy S7. Okay, so phone is now in hand, and this phone feels so compact compared to some phones today. 5.1 inch display. Up there you'll see the Quad HD display, dual pixel cameras, IP68 micro SD support. And this phone also has a headphone jack, which is really nice to see here on this device. Let's go ahead and peel off all this plastic here. There we go. This phone still looks and feels very, very nice. I'm surprised you can even get a Galaxy S7 still, in brand new condition like this. But it does have Gorilla Glass 4 on the front and back, I do believe. And yes, look at those bezels, y'all. Now, personally myself, I don't care if phones got bezels, don't have bezels, whatever. I like this design. I mean, I don't care. I'll use a phone however it's made. Home button down there that doubles up as a fingerprint scanner. On top, you do have your SD and SIM tray, microphone. On the left, I do like that the volume rockers are on the left and they are spaced, which is really nice. On the bottom is your loudspeaker, your microphone, micro USB charging port, and 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. On the right, you got your power button, and on the back there is your single camera. No 3 or 4 or 5 cameras here. Just a single camera with your flash and Galaxy S7 brand in there. Let's go ahead and give this phone a boot up. If it's got any juice, and I don't think it does. All right, let me throw it on charge, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I went ahead, got the phone here all set up. Let's turn the phone on. Fingerprint scanner works just fine. No issues whatsoever. This phone does run Android 8.0 Oreo, and 4 updates later, I am on September 1st, 2019. Security patch, I do believe it is. Now, the display, like I may mention, is 5.1 inches, coming in at 1440 by 2560 resolution. It is a 16 by 9 aspect ratio with a PPI of 577. And I gotta say, this display is beautiful. Super AMOLED. This one here right now is set at full HD, but this display, I mean, it's just crisp. It's clear. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Now, this phone is, 4 years old. It came out in 2016, and it does have an outdated design by today's standards. I mean, like I said, I'll use phones with bezels, no bezels, older designs. I could really care less, to be honest with you. And this phone still feels really nice in the hand. It seems to be reasonably fast. I mean, it's got 4 gigabytes of RAM. It runs the Snapdragon 820 processor, I do believe. And, it's going to work fine. I mean, of course, it's not as fast as the phones of today. But, people are buying the iPhone 6S, the iPhone 7, which I know is a different operating system. But those phones are also, 3 and 4 years old. And so I'm thinking, why not still use a phone like this here, even though, it is outdated by, like I said, today's standards. But for $149 at the time of this video, prices could go back up on the Walmart website for Straight Talk or Total Wireless. But $149 for this phone, brand new. I mean, yeah, wireless charging, IP68. Really good cameras, recording 4K, and all that kind of good stuff. It's just got a lot of nice features for a device that is this old. So let's go ahead and look around the phone here. Phone, like I said, feels reasonably fast. Swipe up there for your app drawer. Really no bloatware on this phone whatsoever. Got all your Google stuff there. Some Samsung stuff like your email, Galaxy Store, just the S Voice, Samsung Health, Samsung Gear, stuff like that. In the settings here, we'll browse around here for a little bit. Got your connections for your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, phone visibility, NFC and payment, and stuff like that. Sound and vibrations, notifications, y'all know that kind of stuff. Auto brightness, blue light filter, font and screen zoom, screen mode, adaptive display, AMOLED, cinema, AMOLED photo, or basic. You can choose whatever you want to choose there. Resolution of the screen, you can change it down to 720 to full 1080 or 1440, but I'm going to leave it here at full HD. 3,000 milliamp hour battery. We're going to see exactly how that does do here on this phone. Home screen, got your home screen layout, home screen grid, apps button, and just stuff like that. So yeah, there you go. Easy mode, icon frames, LED indicator. So there is a light on top that blinks. So you don't see that much anymore, but this phone does have it. Status bar, show notifications, and show battery percentage. Screen timeout, block accidental touches, screen savers, stuff like that. One thing which this phone did have was dark mode, but of course, a phone this old does not have dark mode enabled. Advanced features here: smart stay, games, one-handed mode, quick launch camera, multi-window, palm swipe to capture, smart capture, direct call, smart alert, easy mute. A lot of stuff that you see even on some of the newer Samsung devices. Video enhancer enhances the image quality of your video, so nice touch there. Going down here to device maintenance, you'll see right now we're checking 100% optimized performance mode. You can press that for optimized. You can have a game set, entertainment, or just have high performance, whatever you so choose. Storage is 32 gigabytes of storage, and you get 22.6 out of the box, but you can add an SD card, and this phone does have 4 gigabytes of RAM. Lock screen and security, you got your screen lock type, smart lock, secure lock, fingerprints. You got your always on display, clock and face widgets, notifications, and just stuff like that. Yeah, security update there is September 1st of 2019. So yeah, and that's just about it. General management here for your language and input, date and time, stuff of that nature. So we're going to look at the camera here for just a brief moment. Now this does, like I said, have a 12 megapixel camera on the back with an aperture of f1.7. Also has optical image stabilization and all that kind of good stuff. 5 megapixel camera here on the front, which we'll get into all that here in just a second. So yeah, got your stickers down here. This mode here for your full screen mode, flash, your settings up here. So 12 megapixels all the way down to whatever you want to choose. Video size, you can record in UHD, QHD, Full HD at 60 frames per second, Full HD, 1:1 HD, and VGA. Tracking autofocus, shape correction, timer, HDR rich tone. Front camera here, like I said, is 5 megapixels, and video size, you can record in QHD, which is 2560 by 1440, Full HD, 1:1 HD, and VGA. So, I mean, just your typical stuff here in the camera settings: motion photo, video stabilization, quick launch, voice control, yeah, volume key function, stuff like that. So I will take some pictures. Swipe down here to go to your front-facing camera, and the front-facing camera still looks really nice here on this device. But I will take some pictures and just compare them and see how they stack up. But yeah, Galaxy S7 in 2020. I will do some follow-up videos. Given my experience, I will throw some pictures here and there on Twitter, Instagram. All of them links are down below in the description. So yeah, what do y'all think? Samsung Galaxy S7 in 2020. For the price point, if you got straight talk or total wireless, if you can get it for $149.99, is that a good price? Would you pick it up for that? I know the Galaxy S8s and 9s are still going for pretty steep prices if you get them brand new. I know you can get, refurbished, or renewed versions for cheap, but I mean something brand new. Would you pick up a phone like this today? Or do you go with what everybody expects you to get? Now, when I say stuff like that, yes, the extra cameras, ultra wide angles, and portrait modes, and all, they're all really cool stuff to have. Phones with bigger displays, with smaller bezels, yes, they're nice. But me personally, I could use this phone right here every day, and it wouldn't bother me in the least. And I don't really care what anybody thinks about it. I'm not trying to impress anybody with what kind of phone that I have. So, yeah, Galaxy S7. Would you pick it up? Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this phone here in 2020. And stay tuned for further videos about it coming up soon. So if it's helpful and informative anyway, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. I'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.